Right, welcome back. Time to take a look at what's making headlines in the newspapers. So let's start with the Business Day and taking a look at what's on their front page. So the Business Day going with Cape Town only metro to get a clean audit. Councils grapple with poor service, instability and sheer incompetence. The Auditor General's findings on the embattled local government sector speaks to the magnitude of the task of turning around the country's municipalities grappling with poor service, political instability, sheer incompetence and also a lack of consequence management. That picture there is of the British Prime Minister Keir Starmer speaking at 10 Downing Street in the Rose Garden, and he was warning about fixing the UK and saying that it will take some unpopular decisions in order to do so. BHP says it can grow fine without Anglo. The Australian mining giant BHP says it will keep growing its copper output without Anglo-American. And also, while it is disappointed at the failure of its bid for Anglo earlier this year, it will not overpay for the acquisition. And Transnet rework role of the private sector. Transnet has proposed the privatization process for the container terminals at Ngquga and the container corridor between Johannesburg and Durban, a move that is likely to be met with cautious optimism. That's the front page of the Business Day. Let's move on to the Star. Big banks face 60 billion rand class action. Now, the seizing of homes which left many destitute comes back to haunt the lenders. This story goes on to say that hundreds of people who had their homes repossessed, primarily due to missed bond payments, and then the houses were sold for a fraction of their true value, are anxiously awaiting the start of a 60 billion rand class action against the major banks. And many of these people had their homes auctioned off for as little as 10% of their actual market value and have been homeless and destitute for over a decade while the banks recovered the debt. Also, my intestines were out of my tummy. A victim, a man who survived deadly Limpopo shooting where two women lost their lives in the incident on the farm, has recounted the harrowing experience. And also, Bree Street Rehab Project contractor fired. The Bree Street, now called Lillian Ngoy Street Rehabilitation Project, has hit another snag after the Johannesburg Road Agency fired the contractor meant to restore the road. So that's the front page of the Star. Citizen this morning going with knives out for Joburg mayor. Now, it's not his leaked proposal to employ foreigners that has the new Joburg mayor Dada Morero's party turning on him. It's maybe his noises about tightening up finances in the council that has upset powerful people in the ANC, according to sources. And they say that using veteran Mavuso Msimang's supposed call to sack him, a call Msimang says he never made. Also, Yemen in race against time, that's in our news as well. Why South Africans don't report crime. Only 43.8% would report a crime in progress, while 80.4% of South Africans feel safe walking around their neighborhoods during the day. And Oasis brothers kiss and make up after not standing the sight of each other for about 15 years. The Gallaghers are getting back together for a reunion tour. And moving on to Sowetan, and that picture in the front page there, the story that we've also just brought you, and that of the all-female roadblock that was held at the Grassmere Toll Plaza. Metro's getting worse, according to the AG's report. Also, promoter accuses box-kissing SA of double standards. And then their lead, why I use a RAF payout to help village. Now, an Mpumalanga man donated 1.3 million rand to secure water for his community. Residents say that Maseko has saved them from long walks for daily supplies of water. What a beautiful story there. Right, that's what's making headlines in the newspapers. And don't forget, SABC News also bringing you news from across the country. www.sabcnews.com. That's on your screen currently. And of course, our app, the SABC Plus app. And that's where you will have access to news, drama, soapies, everything you want, including radio stations on the go. So if you haven't yet, please download the SABC Plus app.